Money, understanding the game of money. As I discussed yesterday, money is merely a means of storing our economic energy, our time, our freedom that we trade in exchange for money. And there is a difference between money and currency, but for this video, we're going to use the term money, and in another video I'll delve into a little bit deeper around the difference between money and currency. So how did money come about? Well, if we go back into time before we had the paper and coin exchange, how did people trade and exchange goods and services? Well, there was barter, what is called barter, where you would simply use your skill. If you were a builder, you would most likely say to someone who had something that you wanted to acquire, I can build something for you, and you give me in exchange for what I'm building, you give me some vegetables. A very basic example. If you were a herbalist, a physician, you could, for instance, provide medical care to someone, and they could in turn perhaps give you one of their cattle. You get my point. And then there was another form of exchange, which was basically just literally trading what you had. If you had rice, or you had veg, or you had animals, you would simply trade with someone for what they had, and that was a form of money exchange. But as time went on and people wanted to do larger and larger trades, what happened is that carrying lots and lots of cattle over very large distances in exchange for what someone else had became a logistical problem. So then we progressed to coinage. Coinage was created where people would use metals to create coins, and each coin would be allocated a certain value, and you would then trade with someone else with your amount of coins in exchange for services, and they would give you whatever they had. And that is since then morphed into paper, which is very commonly known across the world today. In South Africa you have the rand, in America you have the dollar, in Europe you have the euro, in Japan you have the Japanese yen, etc., etc. And then these days there's no exchange of actual paper curry for most transactions. It's literally just on a computer where digits are transferred from one to the other. When you get your salary in the bank, it's just a bunch of numbers that's punched from one source to the other, and so you have your money, you draw your money, you go to the shop, or you just pay with your card, etc., etc. So money, as I said yesterday, is just a store of value. It's how we store our economic energy, our time, in exchange for the money. And so if you wanted to acquire or accumulate more money, finding what it is that you can exchange in return for money in a way that you can grow or scale or do more, ultimately will ensure that you will have more money, equaling more freedom, equaling more choice. And these are the things that ultimately determine our quality of life. So this was just a brief video to give you my little insight. Let me know how you view money. And in conclusion, money is not evil. Money is neutral. There's nothing evil about money. I grew up in a household where we were told money is the root of all evil. There's nothing evil about money. Money is neutral. Money can give you freedom, it can give you choice. Yes, it can be used with evil intentions and subsequently cause harm and damage and pain. But money itself is energy. It's beautiful, gives you choice, gives you freedom. So, what can you do with your time and your freedom? How can you grow it to grow your wealth, to increase your money, your net worth? Have a blessed day.